If you're ready to start pursuing professional diagnosis for your neurodivergence, but you're super nervous about the diagnostic appointment, it might be helpful to make a diagnosis binder to bring with you. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Hi, my name is Megan, and this is Neurodivergent Magic, the YouTube channel for relatable and accessible neurodivergent content. So a little while back, I was questioning my neurodivergence, and I really wasn't sure what box I fit into, Did I have ADHD? Was I autistic? There's lots of forms of neurodivergence, and I just wasn't sure where I fit. So, I made some binders. The truth is, I'm still searching to figure out where I fit, but these binders have been incredibly helpful, and I want to teach you how to make one. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you to include, I actually forgot to include in my binders, but I'm going to add it. So the first thing you should add is the DSM Criteria. The DSM, or the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, is basically the psychiatry Bible. It has tons and tons of psychiatric diagnoses, though not all. There are other manuals that other countries tend to use, but if you're in the United States, it's pretty much the DSM. There's a couple of ways you can go about getting the DSM criteria. You can just Google it, and you can probably find it on the CDC website, or you can go to your local library and borrow a copy of the DSM. Usually they don't let you bring it home, but you can go ahead and make a copy of the page you're looking for. Next, you want to include every reliable self-test you can possibly find. Now, this is not tests on blogs or sites like that. These are scientifically studied tests that a psychiatrist or psychologist is likely to give you in their office that are simply available online. Now, not every test can be found online, and not all tests can be self-administered, so you're going to have to do the best that you can. Though I will say, if you're looking to make an autism diagnosis binder, all you have to do is go to embrace-autism.com. They have a huge list of self-tests that you can take with links to all of them, and it's incredibly helpful. I will put that link in the description below. For other forms of neurodivergence, like borderline personality disorder or ADHD, you might have to do a little more digging. Next, you should make a spreadsheet full of all of the symptoms and traits of that neurodivergence that you have noticed in yourself. You want to note the frequency with which you experience the symptom or trait, and how you have coped with it in the past or masked it in the past, and how you're coping with it now. This will indicate that these symptoms and traits have a significant impact on your life, which is an important part of getting diagnosed. And it could also help indicate why you weren't necessarily showing symptoms at an earlier age, if you demonstrate how you were coping or masking. Finally, what you want to do is find as many studies or books as you can about the particular type of neurodivergence that you're interested in, and you want to highlight and annotate everything. Honestly, if you don't know where to start with studies, you can just go to Google Scholar and type in a couple of keywords. For instance, for me, I typed in autism female adult, and it came up with a lot of great stuff. So without further ado, let me show you my autism diagnosis binder. This is it right here. I love it very much. It is my baby, even though I'm not sure that I'm autistic. Like I said, I left out the DSM criteria on accident, so we're just gonna hop straight into tests. So here are the tests that I took. There's the AQ-10, the RADS is in here, the ASPE quiz, self-report camouflaging autistic traits. There's all kinds of tests on embrace-autism.com. You have to take them. Then I have traits and symptoms. So here is the spreadsheet that I made. And it has the traits and symptoms, the frequency, how I currently cope, and other coping mechanisms I've tried in the past. Then we have studies. So I found a bunch of studies: Journey to Diagnosis for Women with Autism, Challenging Psychiatric Classification, Healthy Autistic Diversity in the Neurodiversity Movement. I've found a bunch of studies and stuff that I have read and highlighted, or am working on reading and highlighting. Basically, this binder was a lifeline for me when I was exploring my potential autistic identity. It helped me understand myself through an autistic lens. And even though I'm not sure that that lens actually fits me, it was incredibly helpful to do this self-exploration. Now, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, this sounds like a lot of steps and a lot of work, and it's not that I don't want to do the work, it's more that I'm afraid my executive dysfunction is going to get in the way. If you're worried about that, and if you're looking into autism or ADHD, I actually have a really wonderful solution for you. I actually sell these binders. I can give you links to studies. I can give you the spreadsheet that you can just simply fill out. I can give you links to tons of studies. I have these binders available for sale. I will put the link in the description below. So this is my guide on how to make a diagnosis binder. Is it essential? No. Is it helpful? Absolutely. Absolutely. Unfortunately, there's a lot of professionals out there that aren't going to take you seriously if you don't look ADHD or if you don't look OCD. Should the responsibility have to fall on you to prove your neurodivergence? Absolutely not. But unfortunately, that is often the way the system works. If you want to go into your diagnostic appointment feeling prepared, a diagnosis binder is a really great way to go. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope this was helpful.